And we go back now to Tokyo, where the upstart Nigerian men's basketball team is hoping to make waves. The only team in the Olympics from Africa. They shocked the powerhouse Team USA in an exhibition game ahead of the Olympics, a sign of growth of basketball in Nigeria, which has 8 NBA players on its Olympics roster. So, can they shock the world again? Here's ABC's Kenneth Moton.
It was the most lopsided loss in Olympic basketball history, Team USA defeating Nigeria back in 2012 by a stunning 83 points. The final score, 156-73.
So I was a kid. I remember that game, and it wasn't nice. It wasn't good, seeing how bad we got beat.
But fast forward just 9 short years and Nigeria's revenge. Team USA basketball defeated for the first time by a team from Africa, 90-87 in exhibition play this month.
They call us the Kings of Africa right now.
And with that 3-point loss, what once seemed unthinkable may have appeared obtainable to Olympic teams worldwide.
No question about how talented they are. They can be beat. It is doable.
The rest of the world is catching up.
For a team that has won 15 out of a possible 18 total gold medals in men's basketball at the Olympics, and 6 out of 7 since the pros were allowed to play starting in 1992, a crack in the armor of a basketball juggernaut, bringing flashbacks of the 2004 Olympics when Team USA received the bronze in basketball.
This game will go down in the annals.
But USA losing not 1 but 2 exhibition games in a row this summer, Nigeria then Australia, nearly unimaginable.
There were a lot of people who were shocked. Were you surprised by that result and what happened?
No. Over half that team has NCAA or NBA experience. And so the knock on African teams in international competition was their lack of shooting ability. But if you remember, Team Nigeria hit 23s on the U.S. team.
Former NBA player and college basketball analyst Stephen Bardo created basketball clinics in Nigeria, Ghana, and Senegal. He says the game is growing by leaps and bounds in Africa. College coaches already on the lookout for African standouts.
And he said, listen, if you come across some guys, man, let me know because I can tell the coaching staff. That happened 4 or 5 times when I was over there.
Africa is seen as fertile ground for basketball talent. The NBA this year launching the 12-team Basketball Africa League to grow the game on the continent. Like Team USA, the Nigerian basketball team was only assembled a couple of weeks ago. But NBA legend Dikembe Mutombo says this is the best African team he's ever seen.
Nigeria is just a piece of the puzzle. What is about to come?
Part of a narrowing talent gap between the United States and the rest of the world.
Nigeria is going to rule basketball here in the next 10, 15 years. They're going to rule basketball in the world.
That's a strong statement.
You see, I didn't hesitate. Now, I played 10 years of pro ball, played overseas, played in the NBA. It's just a matter of time.
Today, global superstars, both from Africa and Europe, are dominating. From Cameroon's Joel Embiid and Pascal Siakam to Slovenia's Luka Doncic, Serbia's Nikola Jokic, and new NBA champion Giannis Antetokounmpo of Greece, whose parents are from Nigeria.
I would claim Giannis has been one of us because he was from the blood of the African men and women.
Many of the players on Team Nigeria are Americans with family roots in Nigeria. But these players see themselves inspiring the next generation of African basketball.
I think what also was important about our game against the U.S. is that, hopefully it brings a lot of attention to us from younger athletes that are Nigerian that may be interested in being a part of Nigerian basketball now.
The Miami Heat's Precious Achiuwa grew up in Nigeria and didn't start playing basketball until he came to the U.S. when he was 13.
More focus should be put towards places like Nigeria and other African countries for a search of talent and giving the kids back home opportunity to be able to develop their skills.
They're fighting like heck to be known as very good players in the NBA and around the world.
That fight will soon play out in the Olympics. There's still factors holding back basketball in Africa. Veteran NBA coach Mike Brown is not of Nigerian descent, but he agreed to run the Nigerian national team without pay.
the sky's the limit. The talent is there, the athleticism, the size, all that is there to get better coaching, better teaching. From when the guys are this big to, to their growth of adults would be one of the biggest things.
Many countries there also struggle with violent conflict and political turmoil.
If there's not enough stability, it's hard to do infrastructure work. It's hard to develop playgrounds. It's hard to develop gyms.
Nigeria, too, has seen violence and mass kidnappings like the ones by Boko Haram in 2014 and again in the past year. Despite its challenges, Team Nigeria will soon be competing in Tokyo.
Cheer us on and go get your Nigeria basketball T-shirt, baby, because the Olympics is right around the corner.
Team USA is still the favorite for the gold, with their exhibition losses likely serving as a wake-up call before Olympic competition.
We all fought so hard to make sure that we open the door for the next generation to come. The U.S. beating somebody by 80 is not going to be there no more. I don't think it's ever going to happen again.
But teams like Spain, France, Australia, and even Nigeria could soon close the gap.
I don't think there's any one or two countries that will dominate something like the Olympics forever. I think it's only a matter of time that Africa itself will step up.
The core of our team are pretty young, so if we can start now and continue to build a culture, I know we'll be successful for years to come.
Coach Mike Brown is all in.
I got 10 toes in, I got both arms in, I got my big old head in. Every part of my body is in to uplift Nigeria as a country through the game of basketball.
I'm joined now by Kenneth Moton from Tokyo. Kenneth, you mentioned that Team USA is still the favorite for gold, but they do face some uphill challenges as these games begin.
They do, and I remember you're a Miami Heat fan, Andrew, so you know a little bit about this. After those 2 exhibition losses, Team USA is not coming into the Olympics as an unbeatable powerhouse. They've lost several players to injury and positive COVID tests, and they've had very little time to play together compared to other squads. Remember, 3 of the players are getting here this weekend after competing in the NBA Finals this week. Devin Booker of the Suns playing against the Bucks, Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. But now they're all Team USA. Yes, they're some of the best players in the world, but there could still be some hiccups on that road to gold after a very long NBA season, Andrew.
That's right. The Nigerian team has 2 Miami Heat players on their roster. And back to today's opening ceremonies, you were one of the few inside the stadium. Just tell us about what kind of experience it was in person.
Well, first, Andrew, it was an honor to be there to witness a historic Olympic, a global event. But I will say that a 5,000 spectator group there for a 70,000 seat venue, it was a little odd, especially when you think it's the Olympics. But I will also say that the show was great. It was colorful. It was beautifully stunning and beautifully displayed the Japanese culture. But it was just sad that the Japanese people who paid for these games could not be there, that foreign spectators could not be there to see it. Also, those protests that were happening outside, we could hear them inside because of the empty stadium. But it was incredible to see the resiliency when those athletes who've been through so much and sacrificed so much paraded in. Andrew.
Kenneth Moton from Tokyo. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.